Imagine a single, nearly invisible DNA sample, just a few microscopic cells, holding the power to rewrite the story of 4 unsolved crimes. It sounds like something out of a crime thriller, but this is real life. In the world of forensic science, even the tiniest trace can become the key to unlocking mysteries that have haunted families and detectives for decades. Today we're diving into a case that proves just how powerful one breakthrough can be, and how science is changing the way we solve crimes forever. Let's rewind to 1994. Ventura County, California, a place known for its sunny beaches and quiet neighborhoods, was shaken by a violent assault. The victim's life was changed in an instant, but the person responsible vanished into the shadows. The only hope for justice? A sexual assault kit, carefully collected and sealed, then stored away in a police evidence room. For nearly 30 years, that kit sat on a shelf gathering dust, a silent witness to a crime that seemed destined to remain unsolved. Back then, DNA technology was in its infancy. The idea that a tiny sample could one day identify a suspect seemed like science fiction. Fast forward to 2022. The world of forensics has changed dramatically. DNA testing is now faster, more accurate, and more powerful than ever before. Ventura County launches a bold new initiative. Test every single old sexual assault kit, no matter how much time has passed. Teams of scientists and detectives work together, opening boxes that haven't been touched in decades. Each kit is a time capsule, holding the potential to solve a crime, bring closure to a family, and deliver long overdue justice. The process is painstaking. Samples are carefully extracted, analyzed, and compared against national databases. But the hope is real. Maybe, just maybe, these forgotten kits will finally speak, and then, the moment every cold case detective dreams of, a breakthrough. As the DNA from the 1994 kit is uploaded and analyzed, something unexpected happens. The computer pings, a match. Suddenly a name appears on the screen, connecting the past to the present in a way no one could have predicted. The room fills with a mix of disbelief and excitement. Years of waiting, hoping, and working have finally paid off. This is the kind of moment that gives detectives goosebumps. The name that pops up, Abraham Ramirez. At 55 years old, Ramirez had managed to avoid detection for decades. But now, thanks to the power of DNA and the determination of law enforcement, his secrets are coming to light. His DNA is uploaded to CODIS, the Combined DNA Index System, a massive national database that allows detectives to connect the dots between crimes across the country. CODIS is like a digital detective, tirelessly searching for matches, linking cases that might otherwise never be solved. And then, boom, the results are staggering. Ramirez's DNA doesn't just match the Ventura County case, it matches not 1, not 2, but 4 unsolved sexual assault cases in Phoenix, Arizona. For detectives in both states, it's a jaw-dropping moment. These cases, once thought to be isolated incidents, are now linked by a single thread of DNA. The implications are huge. Not only does this mean that a serial offender has been identified, but it also shows how powerful collaboration and technology can be in the fight for justice. The crimes span nearly 2 decades, from the late 1990s all the way to 2013. Each case represents a victim who waited years for answers, a family who never gave up hope, and a community that refused to forget. The evidence, once considered cold and lifeless, is now the key to a new chapter in the pursuit of justice. Detectives work tirelessly, piecing together timelines, interviewing witnesses, and building a case that will stand up in court. The investigation is complex, but the mission is clear: bring Ramirez to justice and give survivors the closure they deserve. In August 2025, after months of investigation and preparation, a grand jury in Arizona indicts Abraham Ramirez on 11 counts of sexual assault and kidnapping. The courtroom is filled with emotion, relief, anger, hope, and determination. For the survivors, this moment is about more than just a legal victory. It's about being heard, believed, and finally seeing the person responsible held accountable. The indictment is a testament to the power of persistence, science, and the unwavering commitment of law enforcement. Law enforcement officials call it a huge win for justice. At a press conference, officers and detectives share the story with the public, emphasizing the importance of never giving up on cold cases. They highlight how advances in DNA technology are transforming the way crimes are solved, and how every piece of evidence, no matter how old, can make a difference. The celebration is bittersweet. While justice is finally within reach, the pain of the crimes remains. But there's also hope, a belief that science and determination can bring light to even the darkest cases. Ventura County's sheriff puts it best: no matter how much time passes, we'll use every tool to pursue justice and stand with survivors. These words resonate far beyond the walls of the police station. They're a promise to victims everywhere that their cases will not be forgotten, that their voices matter, and that justice is always worth fighting for. The sheriff's statement is a rallying cry for law enforcement agencies across the country to keep pushing forward, to keep innovating, and to never lose sight of the people they serve. Across the nation, cold case units are being revitalized. Detectives are reopening files, re-examining evidence, and using new technology to solve crimes once thought impossible. Each reopened case is a chance to right a wrong, to bring peace to families, and to show that justice delayed is not always justice denied. The work is challenging, often frustrating, but every solved case is a reminder of why it matters. For the families of victims, even a glimmer of hope can mean everything. So the next time you hear about a cold case, remember this story. Remember that sometimes all it takes is one breakthrough, a single DNA match, to bring long overdue answers. Behind every case file is a real person, a real family, and a community waiting for closure. Science is giving us new tools, but it's the dedication of people, detectives, scientists, and survivors that truly makes the difference. The fight for justice is never over, and every solved case is a victory for us all. If you're fascinated by true crime, inspired by stories where science wins, and want to see more cases like this solved, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more. Your support helps us keep telling these important stories, shining a light on the power of perseverance, and reminding the world that justice is always worth the fight. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the smallest clue can make the biggest difference.